person to experience it because this is brand new today. We are offering you 3 pounds or 6 pounds of a beef, veal, and pork meatball mix. Now, it may be called the meatball mix, but you can do a whole lot more than meatballs with this. What Rastelli's has done is they have given you the perfect mix of meat so that you can just use this in a variety of ways to make cooking so easy using the perfect blend. This is new today. This also has a stock up and save of $19.98 on the 6 pound. If you want the 3 pound, it's under $50 at $49.98. If you want the 6 pound, we're literally giving you double the amount, but we didn't double the price. It's just $79.98 there. Your easy pay is either $10 or $16 a month. If you do want to take advantage of that 5 easy pay, but that does go away at the end of the day. So you only have today, as this launches brand new, to be able to do that. That meatball looks amazing.
I know. You can look at the herbs that you can see in there. That's what I love about that. So, meatballs is one of the first things when Ray and I started working together 25 years ago at the butcher shop. Yeah,
really.
You know what he said to me? He goes, "Chris, you had to know how to make meatballs and sausage." That was the 2 things. It was a requirement. So we have a really special recipe that we do with our meatballs, and it's all about the meat, as we always talk about. So I'm going to start with the meat because it's what makes an Italian meatball.
And by the way, this is what it looks like. So this is what 1 pound looks like. You get 3 or 6 of these. So what you're about to see, this is what it comes packaged as.
And that's going to last in your freezer for a year.
Really?
Right? Yeah, so it's vacuum sealed. It will last for a year.
Great.
And as you can see, they're not big, they're flat. So it's going to be something you can tuck in the nooks and crannies, right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
But this is what you're getting, right? This is what makes our meatball so special. This is what makes an Italian meatball. So you have your pork, right? We have the pork shoulder. We have the chuck, right? And we have the veal. So each component on its own, if you did it just by itself, a tough meatball, right?
Right.
Just beef is tough. You're not going to have a nice, tender meatball.
You've got to have that blend.
So the beef has the texture, the pork has that flavor, the veal is the tenderness. And then what we do is we make these beautiful noodles. We mix these 3 together, and it comes out just like this. Then we gently fold in all those great ingredients like fresh basil, panko breadcrumbs, garlic, onion, salt, and pepper.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the perfect meatball. And this has been a family recipe that dates back to Ray's mom. So that's how it started. So when I started, Ray's mom was rolling meatballs with us.
Okay.
And that's how I learned. So we had to roll the meatballs, we had to put them on the pan, cook them, make the gravy. But then what happened, all our guests were like, "We love your meatballs. We don't know how to make the mix. Can you do just the mix for us?"
Yeah, and then everybody else can roll it at home.
And they can roll their own size meatballs if they want to do small or big. If they want to do, how about this? What if they want to do a nice stuffed pepper, right? You don't do anything. You just take that mix, you thaw it, and you just put it in a pepper. You can add your rice. You can add cheese. You can look at this. Look how beautiful that is. No work. No work, no work, no work,
and
right?
A pound of meat goes a long way. I mean, if you were to go to the grocery store and you were to purchase these 3 different meats as 3 individual pounds, well, then you end up with 3 pounds. You've got to mix it all together. You've got to add the seasoning. And there's a chance that it's not going to necessarily taste right. This is consistency. Every single time that you take one of these out, by the way, everybody's jumping for 6 of them right now. Everybody's loving this idea that you can take one of these out and have meatballs. Then you can make meatloaf. Then you could turn this one to an amazing nacho topping. You're going to be able to use this. I'm literally just looking at the table.
Well, I know.
I'm taking your ideas right now.
No, we have
It's endless on what it is that you're going to be able to do with these. I would love to give it a try, though, too.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
This blend, my mom down the road, Pat, is our neighbor.
Okay.
Pat is an Italian woman who knows how to make a meatball.
Okay.
My mom made meatballs once. Pat tried them, and she goes, "Wendy, I am coming over for the rest of your life and making meatballs with you." And we always know we're getting super excited about everything right now. We just can't wait to dive into this here.
Yeah, we have a little bit of...
We always have Pat make the meatballs with my mom. We're always like, you need to have Pat do it. This is like having Pat right there in your kitchen.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing about this. It's M135335. That is your item number. 3 pounds or 6 pounds. That is what you're deciding between right now. $49.98 if you want the 3 pounds. We could have easily doubled, since we're giving you double the meat, and said this will be $100, but no, it's $79.98 to bring home the 6 pounds. It is not double. In fact, we are saving $19.98 by going up to that 6 pound price.
Okay, so that's the meatloaf.
Yes.
Right? right
Okay.
here. So that is absolutely wonderful and
try
delicious.
that.
Try that one.
do that.
And we're going to take some meatballs too. I want to see what you think because this is now. Remember, right out of the package, nothing. Right into a meatloaf.
You literally did nothing to
I
that?
did nothing. It's just that.
So all of that flavor that I am
you're
sensing,
getting.
I mean, I'm just looking at all the herbs that are in there.
But think about this: if you like glaze on your meatloaf, if you like a barbecue glaze,
Right.
you add that to the top.
Yes.
So we're taking all that work out. You mentioned the nachos, but look how beautiful this nachos is. Right? Look at this mix. Now this is his peppers, onions, and we're going to put that over the nachos. And Justin,
Great idea.
Can you do the cheese?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do the nacho, but look at this. This is, and it's gonna take it to the next level because this is a real Italian blend. It's a mix, and it just gives it that pork veal and everything. Makes it so much better, right? And how about your traditional? You make the meatballs, you put it on the sandwich, right? You have your beautiful meatball sandwich. We'll put a little Parmesan cheese on this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, meatballs, right? So now we have meatballs. We have our nachos. We have our meatloaf. We have our stuffed pepper. We have our, how about on top of pasta? Right?
Why not?
You know? So this is why it's so versatile. You can do so many things with it. You know what else it does too? My wife uses this for chili.
Does she really?
It is
But that's a great
actually
idea. What do you think about it?
It is unbelievable. When she made it the first time, I had no idea she was doing it, and
Right.
I said to her, I said, this is really, really good. I said, is this Black Angus? And she goes, no, it's the meatloaf.
Huh.
She goes,
Wow.
She goes, it's a meatloaf mix.
I tell everybody. So I make applesauce is like my go-to.
Oh,
I tell
nice.
it's actually the recipes on my Facebook page. It went crazy this year when I posted it. I use 3 different kinds of apples. I use nothing else. It's that perfect blend of the 3 apples that gives me the perfect applesauce.
It really is.
Likewise, this is the perfect blend of the 3 meats that give you the perfect meatball, the perfect meatloaf. I cannot believe that this piece of meatloaf has nothing. That all that Chris did was simply take it out of the packaging and bake it.
Yes.
And it has this much juiciness, this much flavor. It's M135, 335. Everyone is going for the 6-pound.
But
$79.98. You're saving $19.98 by doing so. Today is the first day that you have seen it. The Easy Pay is going to go at the end of the day. It is new today. Free shipping and handling. We do have a 3-pound option as well for $49.98. But get the 6-pound. Go
my
double
God. You have
for
to.
just a little bit more. You
Absolutely
gotta.
have to.
This is so good. Okay. Well